Good afternoon, world. It's your girl, Dominique Spinelli, and yes, I'm here much later than usual, but that is because the news department is jumping. First, let's start with my outfit. Cute, right? Got this sweater on sale for $9 at Walmart. Hair, I was feeling the vibe, so I caught the vibe, right? And then I got my glasses on solely because I've been working hard looking at this computer screen all doggone day. Because again, the news department is jumping. Let me see. Ooh, so where have I been all day? Everywhere. All doggone day. I've written so many stories. I just came back from the sheriff's department building, the courthouse in the sheriff's department building, in regards to the death investigation in Martin that happened a few weeks back. The kid was in there, the suspect. He's only 24 years old, and he was in court today. He actually bonded out. He got $25,000 bond, and his next appearance is not until May. I will write that story. You'll probably hear that story tomorrow. Today, let's get this news down that I wrote yesterday. I've been doing it to it, okay? Y'all, news is jumping. News is jumping. So much so that I have not recorded anything today. Thank you to my coworkers. They did well, but I didn't get to read my own news stories that I put my work into. I worked hard on these. I did, and I'm getting better. I think that that's the theme of this week is like, y'all, the same thing that's the theme of my life that I tell you all the time. Just keep going. Just keep showing up. Man, my confidence in the craft has gone up. In the spaces has gone up because now I'm known. So when I walk into rooms, it's not like nobody knows me, you know? Everybody kind of has an idea, and then there's the ones that know. Like we really all the way, you know? So I love that. I feel part of the community. I feel professional in my workspace. This is really the dream. So nice. And because it's been raining, I've been wearing my investigator coats, right? I got two of them. I've been wearing my investigator coat, tying the waist all tight. Then I whip my recorder out my pocket. I look the part too. Let's lay this news down, y'all. Hold on, let me wet my whistle. All right. I'm going to start by reading my news that I wrote because I would like to. And then from there, we'll move on to other stories. All of mine are local, though. That one is stuck. Come on, baby. I got things to do. Okay. Yeah, we'll read that one later. Yeah, that's what I would like to do. All right, let's lay this news down. You dig? Can't start with this one because I didn't load that sound up yet. Start with this one. Okay. At Martin City Board meeting Monday night, the board voted on head and vice chair positions for the Vision, Voices, and Viability Initiative. Selected as head chair is Dr. Kent Kelso. As vice chair is Jacob Crow. The board went on to accept the proposed committee members for the VVV initiative. The City of Martin will hold a special called meeting Thursday evening at 5:15 at the Martin Police Department. We're gonna go with this one. After a unanimous approval from the Weakley County School Board last week and the HEED Committee Monday, a resolution to move money toward building improvements for Weakley County's Child Care Center. Hold on. Right here. Let's go. A resolution to move money toward building improvements for Weakley County's Child Care Center faced the finance... Come on. Faced the Finance Ways and Means Committee yesterday. The final vote was 5-4 in favor of bringing it to the Weakley County Commission floor. The proposition now heads to the Weakley County Commission to be voted on for the last time before daycare can become a reality for Weakley County. For Weakley County schools, the vote must be a minimum of 10 commissioners in favor of the proposal before the daycare can be implemented. Hold on. And I'll just switch that out. Now that's way more specific. Oh, love it. Okay. And we go end. Perfect. On to the next. It seems I can take a short one here. The Troy Fire Department is looking for future firefighters. Fire department officials are seeking members for the junior firefighter program. Those 16 to 18 years old are now being invited to help become the next firefighters for the community. Anyone who may be interested, I didn't know I was going to say interested or interested. Anyone who may be interested is urged to come to the parent and firefighter candidate orientation this Sunday at the Troy Fire Station from 3 until 6. Okay. A Kentucky soldier was the 7th to lose their life since the start of the Iran conflict. A dignified transfer was held for 26-year-old Army Sergeant Benjamin N. Pennington of Glendale in Hardin County. The Pentagon said Sergeant Pennington died Sunday after being wounded in a March 1st attack on the Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. Vice President J.D. Vance and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth joined the family for the return of Pennington to Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. Pennington was assigned to the 1st Space Battalion, 1st Space Brigade of the U.S. Army Space and Missile Defense Command, based at Fort Carson, Colorado. He was a 2017 graduate of Central Hardin High School, who enlisted in the military 1 month after achieving the rank of an Eagle Scout. Okay, so copy to new. Just trying to see if I can get this in live time. Edit. Okay. Give me 20 seconds on that. Star 95.1 News is a service of Joe Mahan Ford in Paris. For more news, weather, and sports, go to star951.com. Follow us on X at Thunderbolt Info and download our Thunderbolt Radio app. This news has been a service of Joe Mahan Ford in Paris. I'm Dominique Spinelli. Okay, pump up the volume. You are good to go, little lady. Y'all, I haven't even eaten lunch today. That's how on go I am. I'm running on a banana. Yes, a banana and a chai that just, I needed that chai so bad. I told her, I said, when you make it, can you make it like, make sure you make it like a hug. She completed the mission. I was drinking it. I was like, yes. Legit. Okay. 2 minutes and 39 seconds on this. Let's just use this one then. 2 people from Obion County were recently arrested in Graves County on multiple charges. During the early morning hours of March 5th, a deputy conducted a traffic violation stop on a vehicle near the intersection of Sanderson Road and Jimtown Road. The driver of the vehicle was identified as 71-year-old Lanny Phipps of South Fulton, along with a passenger, 32-year-old Bobby Matting of Union City. A search of the vehicle resulted in the finding of methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, marijuana, and a digital scale used for drug distribution. Phipps was taken into custody on charges that included trafficking in meth, possession of a controlled substance, and marijuana, as well as tampering with physical evidence. Matting was arrested for possession of meth and drug paraphernalia, along with an active bench warrant for his arrest in Fulton County. And then we're just gonna copy Chanu. How many minutes is this? 3.5? That's fine. Copy. Paste. Make it louder. WCMT news time is 5:08. Okay. I think I'll start fresh on this one. Cleanup for the C.E. Weldon building in Martin is set to begin soon. At Monday's Martin City Board, Mayor David Belote explained why cleanup must occur soon.
Our local insurance agent, Johnny Brundage, and we had a discussion. We still have to maintain our insurance.
Good afternoon, Miss Tracy.
We have to satisfy the underwriter. And the underwriter has told us that we need to get that building cleaned up in order to receive our insurance. We've been looking at that for a while, and this deadline is now getting closer. We're going to need to act. So we did send out bids on the cleanup, and we sent out a second bid on the repair. We're going to focus on the cleanup right now because that's what we need to do in regard to maintaining our insurance regardless of what we do with the building. So that has been first and foremost.
The lowest bid for the cleanup was from a construction company out of Nashville for $4,350. Due to the city's debt, the mayor had to... What happened there? Due to the city's debt, the mayor had to decide where to pull funds from. Due to the city's debt, the mayor had to decide where to pull funds from. That run was better.
Began the first part of April to start the cleanup. Now, our problem has been, where do we find the funds in order to fund this particular part of the project? When we did some looking at the budget, obviously we are trying to do things not to spend money in order to build up our cash flow, as the comptroller has asked us to do. But there are things that come up that we need to give attention to. They are budgeted, and we can use those funds if we need to move forward with the things that we need to do. Obviously, moving forward with paying or putting our building in a position that we can still retrieve our insurance, that is becoming paramount right now. In the administrative line under physical plant repairs, there is $7,395. And I've already said that the lowest bid was $4,350. We do have money in that line item to be able to address this.
Martin's next formal city board meeting will take place April 13th at the Martin Police Department. The public is encouraged to attend. Yeah, y'all stop bullying them city hall representatives and y'all don't go to none of the meetings. Stop doing that. Legit. I'm not saying that there's no merit for what you're saying, right? Because it's not really bullying, you're expressing your opinion. There is merit for that. But they've now opened the floor for public comment. Say what you got to say in the meeting. Stop talking online. Respectfully. This is somebody who has to go to the meetings telling you, you might want to hear some of what's going on in the meetings. Not that you won't still be complaining, but at least you'll have more confidence about what you're complaining about and what's actually unachievable versus what is in motion, right? Because it's not as though they're not doing anything. And that's what social media will try to sell you, like, oh, nobody's doing anything. Nobody's doing anything. No, they're scrambling and scratching out here, some of them. But who am I? I'm just the press. Don't matter what I got to say. I just read the story and that's it. What's I about to do with this? I was about to cut it for my 4:30. Yeah, because after sitting with Mayor Below, like, y'all, in all honesty, it was a big ask to be the interim mayor after the last mayor was in there as long as he was and did what he did or didn't do, allegedly, right? It's a big ask for the next person after him to just get everything fixed in a matter of, it hasn't even been 6 months. Like, we got to be reasonable about our expectations. And we also need to understand these are real people. And your words do hurt. They do. They do. And y'all think they don't read the they do. And not all of them. I can confirm not all of them. But most of them. With the National Weather Service forecasting the possibility of severe storms today, the need for timely information is important. To better help inform the public, Union City weatherologist Brent Calico initiated a plan last year to have weather radios available to purchase locally. Calico told Thunderbolt News about his request to Walmart in Union City.
to reach out to different sources and get several of these Midland WR120 radios in stock. And to this day, in about a year's time, we've sold well over 300, and got a good stock of them out there now. And it's ready, available for people that want to go out there. You'll need 3 AA batteries for backup power, but definitely a good source of alertness for your home, just like a smoke alarm, except this is going to alert you of severe weather and some other things that goes with it.
That's pretty cool. To help with providing weather protection for those in the community, Calico assisted residents with programming the radios. He also added that while the area does not want any damaging storms, the rainfall is needed to help eliminate the ongoing drought conditions.
We have. This year, we started out rather slow compared to what we've had. This time last year, in the first 70 days of 2025, we had almost 17.5 inches of rainfall and had already gone through one flooding issue in Reeves and O'Bine. This year, in 2026, we've only had 4.27. So we've basically been in a drought since August of 2025, and it continues now. So, yeah, it's been pretty dry. January, we had 1 inch and 7/500 at my house. February, just a little over, almost 1 inch and 2/10. And so far for March, we've had 1.38. So total that together, that's 4.27. And we do have rain moving in and going to hit a wet period with some chilly weather. Don't put those coats away. We've got some chilly weather going to move in Monday, Tuesday of next week. We do need some more water, but we definitely don't want the flooding rains.
Okay, so with that, let me see, how much is this? 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Is this new? Nope, that's perfect. Copy. Take out that's nice. Okay. For more news, weather, and sports, go to WCMT.com. Follow us on X at Thunderbolt Info and download our Thunderbolt Radio app. I'm Domine Spinelli. What I need to do is boost the sound. Let's see how many seconds. I'm over by 9 seconds, y'all. Let me see. I think that's more reasonable. 08041. Okay, I'm gonna make this my 41. I still gotta cut like one more second out. Perfect. Save. All right. Now we go back to here. This is far too long. Just trying to cut this out. Gonna be a little long, but yeah, my broadcast is gonna go long today. WCMT news time is 5:13. I don't even know if that's long enough. It might be even longer than that, but it's okay. Boom. Okay. Okay, so I have one more overnight. Then I'm going on lunch. I'm hungry. Let me see. 0508 and 41. For this one. Still too long. Cut the last story off. That'll work. For more news, weather, and sports, go to WCMT.com. Follow us on X at Thunderbolt Info. And download our Thunderbolt Radio app. I'm Domine Spinelli. You see me stalling? I gotta get it to 2 minutes. Move it out a little bit. Big space. Oh, I have another alarm going off and I don't know why. Uh-oh. Let me stretch. Let me try this again. I'm Domine Spinelli. That's all the stalling I can do here, y'all. We're just gonna have to stretch it. 2 minutes is 1 minute 20 seconds. Let's see what it sounds like. Oops, I didn't even get to run this one. Let me see something. Is this one? No. Okay. Okay. Upon approval by the County Commission, the Weakley County Chamber of Commerce is preparing to construct a new building for the community. Weakley County Chamber Director Erica Moore tells Thunderbolt News what this means for the county.
Not just the chamber, as it is a resource hub for access to resources countywide, right? Not only is the expansion going to provide a huge training room for community use and workshops and seminars and all manner of community resource, it's also going to be an economic development center with co-working space, wireless broadband It's going to have a financial empowerment center through the partnership with West Tennessee United Way. Great partner for West Tennessee and for, Weakley County. It's also going to have a dedicated telehealth connected center that's going to provide some pretty incredible access to healthcare needs and doctors and physicians through telehealth that someone may not necessarily have access to from their home.
She goes on to tell us how this project is being funded.
It's a grant that was written by Weakley County Chamber. It's a Connected Communities Facilities grant. It's actually a state grant with a 10% match, as those local match monies are from opioid abatement funds that are non-taxpayer dollars. The 10% match is $190,708, but the county commission has generously committed $159,708 of opioid abatement funds, and that's non-taxpayer dollars. And the Weakley County Chamber and ECD are committed to the rest of that match.
If approved by the Weakley County Commission at Monday night's meeting, construction will begin immediately with the new location in downtown Dresden. The Chamber hopes to have construction completed mid-October. Murray State Athletics has announced the beginning of a renovation project at the site of women's and men's basketball. The 8-figure renovation of the CFSB Center is expected to create one of the premier basketball and entertainment venues in the region. The project will be the first at the site since it was opened in 1998. For the first time in Murray history, Racer fans will have the ability to watch a game in the comfort of more than 1,000 premium seats, with new excuse me. The renovation will also include a total overhaul in the lower level seating structure with the shape of a horseshoe, along with other new courtside opportunities. Did I? Wow, y'all. I just read that for no reason. I mean, it's fine, but I just read that for no reason, considering I finished my 5 o'clocks. Okay, that's fine. And I uploaded them, apparently. All right. Obits. A funeral service for Mr. Ronnie Alexander, age 81 of Martin, will be held Friday at 11 in Martin. Burial to follow in the Eastside Cemetery. A memorial for Miss Deborah Plumley, age 73 of Dresden, will be held tomorrow at 11 at Dresden First United Methodist Church. A celebration of life for Miss Susan Kroll, age 62 of Greenfield, will be held Sunday from 2 to 5 at 223 Beach Springs Road in Greenfield. Funeral services for Miss Treva Chambers Kearney, age 83 of Murfreesboro and formerly of South Fulton, will be held at noon Monday, March 16th in Fulton, with a burial to follow in the Pleasant View Memorial Gardens. A graveside for Mr. Mike Mayo Wright, age 75 of Martin, will be held Monday at 1 at the Eastside Cemetery. WCMT Color Radar for tonight. Low around 35, possibly showers and a thunderstorm before 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 55, and tomorrow night, mostly cloudy with a low around 39. Right now, it's 68, humidity 100%. For more news, weather, and sports, go to WCMT.com. Follow us on X at Thunderbolt Info, and download our Thunderbolt Radio app. This news has been a service of Greenfield Banking Company. I'm Dominique Spinelli. All right, y'all. That's everything that I have on today, and maybe a little bit more than I needed on today. I'm gonna go eat my lunch now. I gotta do sports later, but that's later. And I definitely have an interview. I'm gonna be here for a while, but I will see y'all later. Have a great day.